Welcome to Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer.
No comment.
But Chad would like to have him right now.
There we go. We may finish out the day strong. Give me 2 or 3 more docks like this.
Chad sent a whole flock of ducks over here to mess my water up. Oh, he come home. He come off, folks.
Oh, out on the side of the dock coming toward me. Jet ski behind you. Jet ski behind you. Oh. Oh, holy.
Yeah! What a toad! What a toad! That could be the one.
What a beautiful fish. Minnetonka's flat, got him in it.
Welcome to Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer.
Oh, that's a pro, my goodness. You talk about jump.
Fish number 1, and it's a good one.
I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. Travel around the country and fish for a living. Get to hang out with my son. Show you what I look for in a jig. There's a good chance I'm probably gonna win.
Yeah. You know what I say to you, Dad, today? Give up now.
I got every intention of really pouring it to him tomorrow.
I've got a pretty good sack, and they've got a good chance of winning this thing.
Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer is brought to you by Ardent Reels, Pure Performance, All-American, Strike King, #1 in fishing lures, Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time, Seagar, always the best in fishing lines, Evinrude, spend more time on the water, Wired to Fish, bass fishing anglers' #1 resource, and by Mustad. Haul in a record. Haul off the cash at mustadhookamillion.com.
Well, we're getting close to Minnetonka Lake. We're probably about 15 minutes out from the ramp, and we're going to get a late start. I'd like to have been there for that early morning bite, but the patterns I anticipate with a late start, the fish, bright sunny skies, still in a kind of a post-frontal situation, and I would guess boat docks. It's got a lot of boat docks, which I love to fish, as you all know, so I think it's just going to boil down to which one of us figure out the right pattern the fastest and utilize our time the best. But Minnetonka is a great lake. We'll see how great it is today. This is what happens when I let my son lead the way. Captain America, Mr. Ardent Reels, driving down the road, finds the only school bus in the whole state of Minnesota to get behind.
Lake Minnetonka, man. I've been here last year. I've only been here a couple other times. I got my butt kicked here last year. So I'm out for a little bit of revenge this time.
I hit both of them before I ever launched my boat. Don't have to worry about scratching. Just make sure you use the right stuff.
Lake Minnetonka is located just southwest of Minneapolis-St. Paul. The lake is irregular in shape with numerous islands and bays. Known as a resort lake, it has many homes bordering the 125-acre shoreline.
Minnetonka is an awesome lake. I got beat here last year pretty badly as best I remember, but you know, I got high hopes. It fishes a lot like I like to fish. I'm going to start off deep this morning and then maybe work up to some docks, maybe some matted grass and that. See what happens.
Well, we just got launched for the Minnetonka event. I think we're going to have enough hours to get it in today. I hope we will anyway. We're just going to play it by ear. Hopefully we can make this happen and leave Minnesota with a 3-1 lead on old Captain America, Chad Brauer. There we go. Oh, that won't work. That won't work. When you're fishing these boat docks, just make sure you're good enough with your equipment to where you're not banging the side of people's boats and doing any damage that way with your lures. And if you get a lure hung up, try to get it free, because you don't want somebody swimming around that dock to end up getting caught in one of your lures that you broke off. So, you know, yeah, it's public water to fish around boat docks, but you know, the more courtesy you can show, the better off you're going to be. And if there's people on the dock or fishing on the dock, normally I'll circle wide around it and, you know, not even mess with it. I love to fish boat docks, but always keep dock courtesy in mind. and you can catch some big old fish off them. Whoa, what a way to start. Is this a way to start a bass battle on Lake Minnetonka or what? Probably about the 5th dock I've fished, and what do I catch? A chunk. Wow. Let me keep from getting into the bank here. There we go. Just underneath the walkway of the dock itself. We talked a little dock courtesy, and the dock was very courteous to us.
Probably got some current, especially with the wind blowing down through here. There should be a little bit of current. I know Pops caught him off of bridges last year, at least a couple of his better fish, so. I'm not dumb. I learned from him. I learned from my mistakes. There we go. Worked. Keeper number 1. But not near as big as he felt when he hit. Holy cow. This fish will get me on the board, but not very far. 1 pound, 8 ounces. You think that's going to win the battle? If I've got him at the end of the day, it's going to be a long ride home.
I love it when a plan comes together. We're going 4 1/4 on the old chunk. And this bass battle's underway, folks. There you go, buddy.
It's time to go do something that I have a little bit more confidence in. First couple hours out here fishing around some docks, see if I can't maybe catch a big one. Well, he's on the board with number 2. I hate to complain about getting a bite, but when you're fishing against someone like Dad, bites like this typically don't go very far. 1 pound, 12 ounces of pure bass fury.
Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer. We'll be right back. You're watching Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer here on Lake Minnetonka in Minnesota.
Fish? Well, no he isn't. Just around a pole. Whopping 1 pound, 4 ounces. Not a good fish for a bass battle. Not a good fish at all. And that, you know, if you show that and Dad sees it, he's gonna laugh at me the whole time.
There we go. All right, keeper number 2, out from underneath the old willow tree. Whew. Ah, man, that was such a good looking spot. It's on the old green pumpkin tube again. Nice fish. I paid 2 or 3 flips in to this tree. Ain't nothing, and I got right out on the end of where that bends into the water, and it just loaded up. It got heavy, and I got rewarded with a nice fish. 3 pounds even. They do have some pretty bass up here in the North Country. Get right back into that tree. 2 fish, 7 pounds, 4 ounces. That is a great, great start, no matter where you're at. That's 2 good bites fairly fast, so I'm gonna stick with it a while longer. There we go. There's a nice one. Oh, and he come off. He come off. He come off, folks.
We spend a ton of time on the road, both at tournaments and filming the shows. And you know, we stop for gas every 300 or 400 miles, or I try to get Dad to stop every now and then. He's not very good about that. But I try to do a simple walk around to make sure my rig is ready to go before I leave in the morning and every time I stop. And I'll just make a simple check, all my harnesses here, make my check my lights, check all my chains, make sure everything's in good order there. Then I'll walk to the back. I'll check all my tires, make sure the level's good on them. And then just come back to the back end, make sure my straps are still tight. Everything's good with my engine, and I'm good to go. I'm ready, make sure everything is strapped down and ready to roll to the ramp to beat Dad. After fishing docks for basically, I guess, 2.5 hours, I caught 3 little ones up fishing, you know, shallow cover and all that. That's not going to do me any good today. So I come back out here, all these lakes are filled with milfoil and different types of grass. There's got to be fish there somewhere. You know, maybe you can narrow it down. That's what I'm going to do.
Got you out of that grass. 2 pounds even. And since we only had 2, we'll take him. What I've got right here, folks, is just kind of a cut right along these reeds where it drops off and goes straight down about 2 feet. And wherever you have a cut edge, great place for a fish to tuck up underneath there. Oh, yeah, what a fish. What a fish. My goodness, right along that reed edge. That's the one I need to get back in this game. About 4'2". Man, we'll give him 4 pounds on that one right there. We're cooking with gas now. Propane, baby, propane. Chad Brauer, you may be leaving Minnesota in trouble.
I got him that time. Oh man, we're dealing with some units out here, boys and girls. Is it fair if I don't weigh them and just give myself a pound? I think so, because if I'm using a 1 pounder, I'll be the loser.
There we go. Good wish. Man, he come into the boat. All right. Number 5. Right on the end of that boat dock, sitting right on a pole. Gonna be a nice addition. 3 pounds even. Nice fish.
It's halftime and time for Denny and Chad to check in.
It's halftime, and it's my turn to give old Chad a call.
Is it already halftime?
It's already halftime. I was wondering if you were going to answer the phone.
I don't want to answer the phone.
You don't want to answer the phone?
No, I do not.
What's the deal?
Oh man, I know what Lake Minnetonka means in my native languages mean Chad catches small fish.
I just caught my 5th one. I've got a limit that weighs 16.4, and I'm tickled to death. I don't care what you got.
Man, I got 4 that weigh probably about 5 pounds.
Oh, there's no way you got 4 that weigh just 5 pounds.
I do. I've got 4 Mighty Mites. I haven't added them up, but I don't have anything over 2 pounds. So I'm kind of in the syndrome I had last year here. I'm catching small ones.
Well, you know, you may need to move. You might be in the wrong place.
I think I'm going to have to change my strategies here.
All right. Well, we'll see you at dark.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bud. Good luck.
All right.
Wow. We're having a good day.
All right, if I can't pick up the pace on the second half of this deal, this isn't a bass battle. This is a bass blowout. A bass beatdown of me.
I'm sure that'll change. You just make one right little move and it can open up a big door, but apparently we're doing something right. We're in good shape. Good shape.
Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer. We'll be right back. You're watching Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer.
There we go. Oh. Not one that'll help me, but it sure was a good, solid thump. I bet Chad would like to have him right now. There we go.
Maybe a halftime rally. 1 cast after halftime. And this fish is not a rally. I can tell you that right now. Oh my. I'm not even going to count that one. Setting the hook and there's ducks quacking everywhere. All the fish are the same. Too small.
Being front-ended by a bunch of ducks. I mean, Chad sent a whole flock of ducks over here to mess my water up. I cannot believe that. That is so unsportsmanlike of him.
No comment.
Okay, duck season will be coming. I'll be getting even with you guys. Not like him. He's very nice. Had to be Robert, the cameraman, that sent the ducks.
There we go. keep it number 5. Number 5 and small still, but at least I got a limit. Pounds even.
You know you're having a good day when you're talking to ducks. When you're having a bad day, you're not talking to anybody. You just sit there and go,
Hey, I'm making a positive move toward the top of the food chain. I'm making a positive move, but it ain't very far. It ain't enough to catch pops yet. Jet ski behind you. Jet ski behind you. Oh, holy. 2 pounds even is gonna cool me up a little bit, but you know, at this point, if it's not 5 pounds, I only got about an hour left. Not gonna help me much.
one of the greatest features I've ever seen in my whole fishing career when it comes to fishing reels is the new drag tracking technology that Ardent has incorporated in its Edge reel. This is a new reel. No other company has a feature like this. And what it is your drag never gets in a bind because your level line follows the spool as it goes back and forth. So if you're fishing with light line, you're never going to all of a sudden have a tight drag and a loose drag. It's going to be consistent. You need to get you an Edge reel because of drag tracking technology. Come on, Bass, we haven't been over 20 pounds in a couple of tournaments. No, come out of there. Come out of there. Big fish. Big fish. Oh yeah, another big old fish. We just had halftime. Chad wasn't very happy then. Can you imagine what he'll be now? About a 4.2, we'll call him 4. A 4-pound chunker. We just upgraded another 2 pounds. That takes us to 18.4. I know I got a 2-pounder in here somewhere. And I know all you people out there that are cheering for Chad are hating me bad right now, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah, this is basically the last dock I'm gonna have time to fish. All it takes is one stretch of docks. 2 pounds, 0 ounces. I'm not even to where he was at halftime. What I'm fishing for now is just a little bit of Chad Brauer respect. Pumping myself up for the next round. Unless I catch me a couple 5s, which could still happen.
There's a nice one. Oh, he's not nice. Chad might think he's nice.
Hey, what have I got going here, boys? I've got 2 off the same dock. And one of them is a big time helper. Black and blue rage crawl. I made a move into the dirtier water to finish up the day just to see. And I know that's what Dad did. I know he came over here in this dirty water, and I'm too stubborn to stay over there in that clear water in the deeper stuff where I know a lot of bigger fish are. That's gonna help me. Just 3 pounds, 8 ounces there. I may finish out the day strong. Give me 2 or 3 more docks like this.
Yeah, what a toad. What a toad. That could be the one. Could be the one that keeps old Chad in trouble. Oh man, what a fish. What a fish. Got him. I got him. Will you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? Man, I got him hooked good. What a pig. Oh man. We have had us a day. And we're about out of time. It's just about time to call it quits and head to the ramp, and it's never over till it's over. Chad had him he had a rough first half, but you don't know what he's done the second half. A little over 5 pounds. We'll call him 5, not quite 5'4". Wow, what a beautiful fish. Minnetonka's flat got him in it. Shallow water, up underneath boat docks. It's been a flipping deal all day, but post front, let's get him back in the water. it can get on a deal where one guy can get on a roll and the other guy can make a bad decision now and then, and it can get out of hand. But this is just the Minnesota leg of it. I know last year he got down and we went into Alabama and he pretty well cleaned my clock, so maybe that's going to happen again. It's been a great day of fishing. Well, was the second half any better than the first half?
Waving the white flag. Yeah, it was. I had a rally at the end of the day, but I'm still not even where you were at halftime. So,
well, I've been there. I know that feeling.
It was another trip to win at Minnetonka where I'm like, duh, I should have done this all day. I've done it 2 years in a row, and one of these days I'll learn. I ended up with 11.5 pounds.
Well, you know, 11.5 pounds isn't bad on a post-front day like this. Bluebird skies.
Yeah, I know it was a beatdown, though.
Well, when we had these conditions, I immediately went to dirty water and just started flipping boat docks and willow trees, and I didn't fish very long. I caught a 4-4 and then I caught a 3, and you get on a roll.
Yeah.
And then I got into an area this afternoon that just had some big fish, and it wasn't fast. Didn't get a lot of bites, but ended up with 20 pounds, 4 ounces. Caught my last fish was a 5-pounder. So.
Well, what can I say?
That
is a Bass Battles beat down.
Time to go south, and I'll probably get a beat down in Alabama.
Oh, it's going to be somewhere.
Folks, we hope you enjoyed the Minnesota Bass Battles, because I know Chad and I did. This has been a hoot.
Ardent's Bass Battles with Denny and Chad Brauer has been brought to you by Ardent Reel Care. Take care of the reels that take care of you. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Seagar, always the best in fishing lines. Evinrude, spend more time on the water. Wired to Fish, bass fishing anglers' #1 resource. And by Mustad, haul in a record, haul off the cash at mustadhookamillion.com.
You having a slow day today, it's been hands down good all the way through. And I hear an elk, I'm gonna go get my gun.